Hello, welcome to the channel. My name's Nobby, thank you for tuning in. Episode 14 of our Path of Exile Beginners playthrough. The more astute of you, if you've been enduring this playthrough since episode 1, you may notice a sound quality change. I have leveled up my mic. We have leveled up the mic, so hopefully it's not as echoey anymore, because we are in a large room. This is the main room of the house that me and Rach sit in. It's the back room. We have a TV for YouTube and Twitch, which is pretty much all we watch. Both of us are PC gamers. It's her fault. I'm a PC gamer. So we both play games, and we tend to socialise in this back room of the house. But because of that, it's a big room and quite echoey. Hopefully, this microphone has fixed that issue. So yes, you might get better sound. Let me know how the volumes are. I think I've got it around about the same as the other one was. The game sound hasn't changed. I do prefer the game sound to just be sort of quiet in the background, not really too offensive, because I know some people can stream and they're like shouting over the game sound. So I think I've still got mine set. So this playthrough is, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This playthrough is designed to be a slow playthrough. We went through Act 1 really slow, explaining most of the mechanics we've come across with the gems and the links and support gems and the aura that we've got on at the minute and the flask system and some crafting system and vendor recipes and a little bit on other league mechanics in Einhar and the Bestiary League. We're now sort of speeding up through the acts a little bit. We will still stop, pause for thought when we come across new mechanics or new things to discuss. Certainly when we're comparing items, because even I still struggle with that, to be fair. And I've got 500 plus hours in this game, which isn't a lot, trust me. Not compared to some. I think Rach is just top 700 hours. So she's a bit further ahead than me, and we're still learning the game. We've not even tried our own build yet. We always plumb for a build guide and use somebody else's hard work. Right, so we are Act 2. We are probably 2/3 of the way through Act 2. We're level 24. We have got Toxic Rain with Void Manipulation and Vicious Projectiles. We've still got a blue quiver, that could do with being yellow, a blue ring and a normal ring. They could do with being upgraded to yellows. We have got the leveling unique shoes, the Wanderlust. They give us 20% movement speed, a bit of mana regen, a bit of shield, and more importantly, we can't be frozen. We've done a bit of crafting on flasks, so we've got a nice batch of life, mana, speed, and elemental resistance flasks. We've done a lot of, in fact, we've done pretty much all of the left-hand side, apart from this broken path. The quest wants us to go to the Chamber of Sins. We're actually going to go to the Crossroads and just head south and go to the Fellshrine Crypt first. Pretty sure there's a Trial of Ascendancy in there. I'm pretty sure there's also one in the Chamber of Sins. So we'll do the Fellshrine Ruins and the Crypt in this episode. I reckon we'll get 2 zones done, possibly. Chamber of Sins and the other trial, that'll probably be in the next episode. So let's go for it. Trying to keep these videos around the 20-25 minute mark. Any questions, guys, by all means drop them in the comments. I'm recording these about 3 or 4 days in advance. So it's currently Monday, and I believe this is Friday's video that I'm recording at the minute. But I will be doing another batch over the weekend, so I'm going to pretty much catch up to Friday before I start recording any more, I think. Unless I feel the urge to play. I'm quite time restricted. I would love to get this series done and out before the end of the league. But that does mean we need to sort of zip through some of these acts. But now we've covered the basics, we should be able to go fairly quick. This is a prime example of your chance orbs on Neversink's loot filter. Black background, green border. Or turquoise border, or whatever colour it is. They're good for chance orbs. You do get a slim chance of getting a really good unique, should you have plenty of chance orbs to spare. They are relatively rare. You don't get too many of them. So don't feel like wasting them. Essences, by all means use them, because your essences also come in level sets. So your level 1 essences will do your starter gear. Always use essences. If you get essences drop, always use them to upgrade your gear. A, you get a guaranteed mod off them. And B, you do get quite a few. We'll come across quite a few. We've only come across one so far, but we are only in Act 2. So they're one of your best options early doors to be upgrading things to rare. If you are enjoying these videos, guys, I know some of you have been doing, I would really appreciate you popping a like on the videos. By all means, come and sub to the channel. We will have more playthroughs. As the next league goes live, I'd like to do another playthrough, maybe even a solo self-found. I've never tried hardcore before, that's something else we'll possibly do. So you may get some rip compilations, I'm sure, if we do hardcore. We've already died once, and that was in Act 1, so you can see what my hardcore playthrough is going to be. Each playthrough will be about 4 or 5 episodes, and then we'll be dead and start another one. But it's all fun. This is a great game. I will just reaffirm, it is a free-to-play game. Yes, you can pay for convenience. Some people will say you have to in regards to the stash tabs. But it is free to play. You can experience the full game and not spend a penny. And if you do enjoy the game, chances are you are going to buy at least a couple of stash tabs. Every 3 months we get an updated league. And they also try and incorporate the old league mechanics into the base game. We'll see a lot more of them as we move on through the acts as well. Okay, gems are leveling up, but we don't have the skills to pop them. That's Dex. We're a bit... Oh, level 25. That's Int. We've not got a lot of Int at the minute. We are looking for the entrance to the Crypt. Is what I'm doing. I'm also clearing most of the zone. We're not doing full clears, killing all the monsters, but we'll clear a few as we go. I think it's over there somewhere. So we'll start working our way back that way. And don't forget, guys, if I have got you over the difficulty hurdle, which was the aim of this playthrough, to be fair, just to get you past that initial thinking the game's too difficult mode, if you've got past that and you are playing a build, whether it's this one or a different one, by all means, please let me know how you're getting on. And welcome to the community. Nice little hobby channel, this. There are a few games I'd like to cover. Maybe a bit of Factorio, Satisfactory. There's a game on my radar at the minute called Captain of Industry that I'm quite interested in, although I've not played too much of it. And most of my playthroughs will be this slower tutorial style as well. Which is the way I like to play games, to be fair. It's like World of Warcraft, you know, when a new expansion comes out and everybody races to the end game, and then everybody races to get the highest eye level. And it's like, you've just played 35, 40 quid for this expansion. Within a week, you're complaining you've got nothing to do. I don't understand sometimes. Ooh, 2 yellows, nothing that we can use, but we'll take them for currency swaps. Where is my Crypt entrance? We're doing alright with this Toxic Rain. I wasn't convinced at first if there'd be too much of a delay in the cast of it, but it seems to be doing okay. We have also got the ballistas, which help a lot. They do some really good damage, they do. I would like to get that chance to bleed link back on. The Crypt is in here. It is. Lovely stuff. Let's go straight into the Crypt level 1. I think there's a waypoint here. There is a waypoint here. You can see we've got solve via Trial of Ascendancy in this area, so you know when you get to one of these areas, even if you don't know where they are, you will get this pop up. We'll probably be okay. We'll go for it. Let's see how we do. Now, I promise I've not turned the music off, but it's just suddenly gone really quiet, hasn't it? Hope you're okay with spiders in here. Similar to the Weaver's Chamber. Okay, so the trial is over this way. Oh, there's a unique. It is only a mace, though. No good for us, but that's another one to the collection. Don't forget as well, if you've tried this build, don't like it, and you've rolled another build, your stash is shared on the same league. So as long as you come back into the Ancestor League standard, not the hardcore, your stash will be shared. Right, you're down here somewhere. Here he is. This is a great voice act, by the way. Izaro's voice actor is, in actual fact, he's from not far from us. I think originally is from Lancashire, which is where we currently are. Pull the lever to open the door, get around these spikes. Oops, flick the switch. Ooh, we've got to go this way. These traps as well, you get these all in the labyrinth when you get to unlock that. They do take a percentage of health as your damage, so regardless of how much health you've got, they can still hurt a lot. Silver coin. That's the trial done. We'll take the portal back to the outside so we don't have to run back through those spikes. That's a chromatic. More wisdom scrolls. Now we are still on as well, it's worth mentioning. We are still on Never Sinks regular. But I am using the custom sounds for you, the streamer sounds. So if you've now been playing along and got used to your loot filter sounds, hopefully mine aren't interfering too much with your gameplay. Three links. We're not quite at the Forge yet. I think they start dropping in Act 3, possibly. Very nice. More currency, that's what it's all about. You will burn through when you get into the crafting, and we'll cover it a lot more as we get through it as well. At this early stage, it's not really worth crafting a lot other than using the occasional alchemy orb or essence if you get them. When we get to about Act 4, I think, maybe the trigger point when we'll start looking at crafting in a little bit more detail. Because then you'll be starting to look at either getting lucky with a rare or actually using a base white item and trying to craft your own rares. Scrolls. Right, where do we need to go? Must be this way. Keep working our way through. There you go. Music's kicked in again now, hasn't it? Yep. I love the music down here as well. Not as good as the cave music, but it's all right, this music. Very sort of church feel. The level design's fantastic as well. Another sword that we can't use. Nothing here. Must be this way then. Here he is. Here we go, level 2. Another chromatic, we shall take that. Very nice. Right. Armourer scraps, they improve the quality of armour. There we go. The spiders crawling through here seem to take an age to actually get up. Which way are we going? Right, you're a rare. We'll take care of you. Thank you very much. Didn't drop anything of any interest. Keep working our way through. Literally, click on everything that you can in the hopes that you get lucky. But it's true RNG this game. You could get the best item from under a rock. Okay, drop plenty of the ballistas.
That would only slow me down.
Okay, I can't carry that one. Pick up the golden hand. Return to Yena. I believe that's this level done. We've done the trial. We've got the quest item. There's a chance orb. Very nice. Might just clear a little bit more. Okay, again we can do slash remaining. More than 50, we can do slash deaths. We have died one time. I can confirm that was in Act 1 at the climb. Episode now then. 4 or 5 maybe? I can't remember now. Right, any more for any more. A few more here. Deal with some of these just in case. When we do get to end game and maps, you tend to run a map until you've got less than 50 monsters remaining, and then you're probably good to go. For the efficiency side of the farming, that's what most people tend to look for. Nothing. Oh, hold on a minute. We have got something that was worth looking for. Right, okay. This is new. This is a Vaal area. See this little red glow? This is the Vaal area. So this is where you can get your Vaal orbs if you're lucky. We are going to portal back and sell, because we might get to fill up with goodies here. So they're a little bit tougher, these areas. They're like a mini dungeon.
What do you want?
ID all the yellows. No, don't sell that. That'll go in the collection. Sell everything else.
Return.
Drop that into the collection. Let's get rid of our currencies. Okay, we're doing alright. We've got 32, 6. We can trade one of those for 4 Scrolls of Wisdom if we start getting short, which it looks like we are doing. Let's take some more. 8 Blacksmiths. We've now got 8 Armourers. 2 Alchemy Orbs, a Chaos Orb, an Orb of Regret and an Orb of Scouring. Lots of Chromatics coming through. We've still not got no fusings yet. We've got 1 Jewel's Orb, which reforges the number of sockets, but we've not got any fusings, which do the links. Yena. Passive points. We'll take them. So chances are any of the speedrunners out there would have just ignored the Fellshrine ruins and the Crypt. Chamber of Sins. Let's head up there. We're pretty close to finishing this episode. But I wonder if there is a waypoint on the first layer of the Chamber of Sins. I think there might be. But I've done that wrong, haven't I? We have got time to do something. But I waypointed and I shouldn't have. Let's go back quickly. Is it still there? Yes, it's still there. I nearly made a boo-boo then, didn't I? Did anybody else notice what I'd done? We were going to go into here. Okay, so item quantity plus 28% items. We're going to lose resistances and the monsters get fire resist. So let's go into here. This is a mini dungeon called a Vaal area. Ideally, we're looking for specific Vaal gems. Haste and Grace, I believe, were 2 of the Vaal variants the build guide wanted us to use. Work our way through. There will be a bit of a mini boss at the end of this area. Oh, we'll take that. You can also get Vaal items here. Now, they will show us corrupted, and corrupted does mean, or it used to mean, that you can't change it. So you can't re-roll sockets, you can't change the links, you can't change any of the modifiers. We did get a Chaos Orb though, thank you very much. We've also got our first 2 stone rings. These can be quite good because as a base they usually have 2 resistances. This one, for example, has got fire and cold before we even identify it. So let's have a look. Is that corrupted? That isn't corrupted. Neither's that. Okay, so it's got 12 fire and cold. It's also got an additional 11 fire. Mana regen. Cold damage to attacks and lightning damage doesn't really matter to us. But I think we're not using our mana flask. I think we're probably okay with mana regen as opposed to 30 base mana. I think we'll be okay. Defense-wise, 32, 50 cold, 32 fire, 22 lightning is not bad. We want to be probably up to 50% on all of them by Act 4, I reckon. And we want to be definitely at 75% on all 3 by the end of Act 5. Right, the Vaal Vessel. Okay, so these are corrupted. Corrupted coat. We can't change any of the modifiers or any of the gems and links on that. Also the same for the sword. Holy Flame Totem is no good to us. We're not going to use that, and it's corrupted. We will take Scroll of Wisdom. And this is what you'll be looking for. You'll be looking for a Vaal version of specific skills. This one is Vaal Blade Vortex, which we're not using, unfortunately. But we'll take that purely because that might be worth an introduction to the market. We've not done selling yet. That might be the next little thing we look at. Because trade is a part of the game, as long as you're not playing solo self-found. And I did want to play normal on this playthrough because it's a beginner playthrough, so I could at least show you how to trade, how to sell something, how to buy something. At least the basics. Alright, we are definitely done here now. Now we can portal back. And that'll be it for this episode. We'll save the Chamber of Sins for the next episode. I will just go and sell this corrupted stuff to Groost. Now, it's worth mentioning, I believe you can now get currency in the end game where you can actually change corrupted stuff. I think it's fairly rare. It used to be that you couldn't do anything with corrupted. I believe there is now a way you can. But we'll come across that together because that will be me learning as well. Okay, let's just stash currency. We will stash the Vaal gem. We'll have a look at that. Next episode, possibly, before we do the Chamber of Sin, we'll just touch on looking items up on the PoE trade website. You do sell in-game, you direct trade with somebody, but you can't, there's no auction house as such. You can't list items in-game. There's a set way you have to do things. So we'll cover that in the next episode, I reckon. So thank you for watching, folks. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. Again, let me know in the comments if you are playing along, how far you've got, what build you're running. Also, if you're enjoying the playthrough, I would love you to sub to the channel and stick thumbs up on the videos. So thank you very much, folks. Oh, yes, and feedback on the sound levels. Let me know they're still okay. That would be wonderful. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you again soon.